Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are covering Cardi B and Offset's divorce trial, whatever you want to see, y'all need to come in, sit down, and shut the door. Y'all, tell me why it has just been revealed that all these rumors about houses being foreclosed on might have some truth in them. Y'all, remember how we kept saying, why is Cardi divorcing now? And he been making a fool of you. He been cheating. I guess she finally just found self-love or found out that ninja was broken. She said, I'm out. You ain't messing up my money. And she's separating assets. Okay, so where do we start? Y'all, Offset is going broke now. I know what y'all saying. Tisa, he owes over seven figures to the IRS. You got to make money to earn money. Shut up. Okay. Because, first of all, let me tell y'all something. They are tax liens. Do you know what tax liens are? So here's how IRS debt works. Okay. Because everybody, I get it. It's America, honor system, right? The government comes to you and they're like, yo, either you gave us the wrong information on a tax return or you didn't pay enough taxes. You need to pay these taxes. So they start sending you letters. Kindest sir, please remit this money by a date. Then they start getting more aggressive, calling. Yes, this is agent so and so from the tax. We'd like to talk to you. Then it starts into going into so much stuff. Eventually, when you ignore it, when you refuse to pay, when you can't get a settlement and all things go happen, you get a tax lien. Tax liens are very serious. Tax liens is when they start taking your property, they start garnishing wages, garnishing accounts, and when they throw you in jail. If you know what I'm talking about, Google Wesley Snipes. Yes, the Star Blade. And when he tried to run over to Africa and they bought him back, Google Wesley Snipes. Okay. That's what's going on with Offset. If you guys didn't know. Okay. So, anyway, let's get in to this. First, I want to hear about the tax liens because this adds a whole new level to what Cardi had going on. And this adds a whole new level to the fact of let's talk about that blind item. This blind item was super, super important. The blind item, um, the blind item actually said that their Atlanta property was in foreclosure and that they're going to do this divorce as a publicity thing. Now, it was in Crazy Days and Nights. Crazy Days and Nights is actually pretty reliable for blind items and gossip sources. They said that they were divorcing the first week of August. It is the first week of August. As a matter of fact, she announced the divorce on August 1st. But let's go back to that house because I was like, but Cardi seems like she keeps a good handle on her money. So what could be the problem? I'll tell you what the problem is. I will tell you. The Sun said, broke boy, Offset is hit with massive tax liens totaling 1.6 million months before Cardi B filed for divorce from husband of 7 years. So let me get this straight. Offset has 1.6 million in tax liens. Tax liens is what happens at the very end. They ask for the money, they beg for the money, they tried to bully you in getting the money. There's no money. So now they're going to seize your assets and start selling it. And you might actually go to jail too. 1.6 million. He don't got that money. Remember all that stuff where they were showing him sleeping in his car? And everybody was like, Cardi put him out. That might have been more true than we know. Anyway, he was hit with two massive tax liens, totaling 1.6 million just months before Cardi filed for divorce after 7 years of marriage. This was levied on April 23rd. Isn't that about the time Cardi said that she was divorcing Offset? Is she divorcing him because she wants to make sure that their assets are separated so when the IRS comes to her, they can't take any of her assets? They said, according to the court clerk, the debt remains open and unpaid, but Cardi's name is not attached to the lien. Another lien, this one is filed with the state of California, Offset appears to owe another $32,000. The secondary lien was filed just weeks ago on June 11th. Cardi better get away from him. Now, it has been rumored that Offset likes to gamble. He was caught with that girl that was 7 months pregnant that he said she's just a friend. He was caught with that girl and she was caught with the girl and but they were in a casino. That's my whole point. They were gambling in a casino. They're saying Offset has a heavy, heavy, heavy gambling On Thursday, as you know, Cardi said they've grown apart. She said it had nothing to do with Offset being unfaithful. And we said, if it don't have anything to do with that fool being unfaithful, what are we really doing here? Y'all, 1.6 million. On top of that, he owes another 32,000 in California. But you know what the weird thing is? This is what makes me think that all this stuff of Offset giving her gifts and all this stuff, he must have been giving her all the money and Cardi was paying all the bills because honestly, when's the last time Offset has had a hit album? And we know that he was arguing with the Migos off of his splits. When's the last time he's had a hit album? Does he have real estate? Does he have whatever? Remember when Offset's sister said, you can't expect a ninja with money not to cheat. You need to be quiet. Yeah, but the only thing is that you need money to buy somebody's silence. I'm just saying. You want submission? You got to buy that, baby. You got to buy that. Don't nobody submit willingly. Please. You aren't our Lord and Savior. Anyway, let me get back to this because this is actually pretty funny, right? It looks like Offset is selling off his assets, right? Again, it did look like she kicked him out the house and he's now sleeping in his car, homeless, even though Offset's the type of guy, even when he homeless, he gonna have somebody in that tent with him. And he gonna be, you walk down the street and you see like people fighting and you're like, how y'all fighting for a man when y'all all sleeping in a tent? Are you serious? I'm just saying, no shade to anybody that is housing insecure. I don't mean to make light of that because that's a very serious situation. I'm saying that when you see people on the street, like people crackheads fighting over something, it's like, don't you have bigger issues to worry about? Where are you going to get your next high from? Or where are you going to get clean from? Like, aren't there bigger issues than squapping over this man? Also going to be that man that got two people windmilling on each other saying who it is, right? Like Cardi said, she liked to fight over D. I guess she ain't the only one, right? Listen, I will say this, right? There's a video compilation going around Twitter that shows how much Offset cheats, but it also shows how much they love their fake PR stunts, like how they got married in September of 2017, but then she and Offset had a dramatic public proposal 3 months later at her Summer Jam concert, even though they were already married. So they're not above doing this whole little publicity stunt thing. But I will say, it looks like Cardi's separating assets. I guess that blind item about Offset and his extreme gambling issues was actually real, if this can be believed. I mean, I don't know how he got liens, not owes the government, but liens. Liens is when they start seizing mess, right? I guess it's real. Again, maybe that's why Cardi always kept her finances separate from Offset. I hope. But it looks like the property that is in Offset's name has a lien or is on the verge of foreclosure. They see it coming and maybe they'll let them snatch that property. And then because Cardi owns a lot of property, but since none of this is in her name, the liens, right? That means they can't grab Cardi's property. They can only grab Offset's property. Also, let's also not forget that Offset, remember when there was rumor that he was cheating on her in that house and that girl posted a picture on the baby's bed and it was says, and remember how they were like, yeah, they lost that apartment. And Cardi was like, who lost an apartment? I don't. And remember how Cardi said, I helped your A all these years. What was she actually helping him with? Was it the career? Was it the braids? What exactly was she helping Offset with? Y'all listen, I am looking to see what's going on. But again, at the end of the day, something is going on. The son has it exclusively with the legal documents. He definitely owes that lien. And again, before y'all come into the comments, a lien is not owing money. Don't come in there. You got to make money to owe money. Shut up. A lien is what happens when basically you default on your credit card payment and they start garnishing wages. A lien is what happens. You can go to jail for owning a IRS lien. I'm not saying he is, but that can be. So let's see. Offset is hit with the lien about that Atlanta property. 1.6 million in taxes. He now has, he also 32,000 from California, which is probably on that rental property. That girl was sitting on the bed talking about she was with Offset, the baby's bed in the studio. Also, on top of that, Offset, when's the last time he had a hit album? Where's this money coming from? Was Cardi the bear runner? It don't even matter anymore. I know Cardi is mad. She dodged that bullet. Now, the only thing I can say is I hope they not just separating assets for show so that the IRS can never come after this stuff if they're not married. But I can see, wow, listen, Cardi's a Libra to her heart. It might be up in the air about whether she'll let you cheat on her, but baby, you ain't gonna be a broke boy doing this stuff. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna keep following this. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me do a little bit more research, and then I'm gonna hit y'all with a different. Okay, talk to y'all later. Bye.